Question 16. A square has a perimeter of 80 centimetres. So this shape is a square with a perimeter of 80 centimetres. A circle fits exactly inside the square as shown in the diagram. Exactly inside. Calculate the circumference of the circle, giving your answer to 1 decimal place. So because it's mentioned that in the question, if you don't do it, you'll be marked down a mark. So the square, we know that all of the sides of the square must be the same. If it has a perimeter of 80 centimetres, the perimeter is all around the outside. So I know that these have to be the same. So 80, one of these sides is 80 divided by 4, which equals 20 centimetres. So we've worked out one of these sides because the question is asking us for the circumference of the circle. So the circumference of the circle is all the way around the outside here. This is the measurement it's asking us for. But to work out the circumference, I need the diameter. And the diameter is all the way across the circle, going through the centre. The radius is half of the circle. Half of the diameter, sorry. So you don't really need to know that for the circumference, because the circumference formula, so if we said the diameter of the circle is 20 centimetres. It's really important because to work out the circumference, we need to do pi times diameter. So there's a little song to remember how to calculate the circumference and actually area of a circle as well. So it goes like this. Circumference is pi times diameter, pi times diameter, pi times diameter. Circumference is pi times diameter, pi times diameter, pi times diameter, and the areas pi r squared. So pi times diameter is what we need. So the circumference is pi times diameter. So in this case, it's pi times the diameter of this circle is one of the sides, which we've worked out is 20 centimetres. So pi times 20, and I can do that on my calculator. So to work out pi, to get pi on a calculator, so if you're using one of the school calculators, then it'll be shift, this button here, and then there'll be an EXP button, usually about here. So click that and it will allow you to use the functions above the buttons. So if you can see here the orange symbols, that's what the shift button allows you to do. So on the school calculator, as I said, it'll be shift and then EXP. If you're using a Casio, it's shift and then this times 10 to the power of x button, because you can see the pi symbol here. So if I click that, and then whichever calculator you're using, you'll see the pi sign. So I now have pi on my calculator, and I need to times that by 20. And that will give me, if I change the SD button again, so that's 62.83185307. Now I wouldn't have full marks with this answer because it's asking me to round to 1 decimal place. So that means I need one number after my decimal place. So I put a line there, and then if the number after it is a 5 or above, then it means I would have to round up. If it's not, then this number stays the same. So that would be 62.8 centimetres, because the question is in centimetres. And tell the examiner what you rounded it to, 1 dp. So you would get 1 mark if you've done 80 divided by 4, 1 mark for working out the diameter of the circle as 20, 1 mark if you have calculations saying pi times 20, and the final mark comes from accuracy of 62.8 centimetres. If you haven't rounded it to 1 decimal place, you'll lose that mark. So your 4th mark is for your accuracy.